Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a while, I've been very busy over the last few weeks, but I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to tell you how you can help reduce your waste even if you don't have access to bulk bins anywhere. A lot of people always say to me that it's very difficult because they don't have access, so I'm going to try and give you some easy tips to help you avoid as much plastic as possible, and basically just do your best, because I know you guys are trying really hard and sometimes we get a bit stuck and it's quite demoralizing. So don't worry, just do your best, and hopefully you can incorporate some of these tips into your everyday life and just kind of make it more a way of life rather than something you have to constantly worry about all the time. If you like this video and you find these tips helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Every thumbs up really helps, and please subscribe for more videos. I'm pretty bad at being consistent on YouTube, so if you follow me on Instagram, which is @sustainably_vegan, and I'll put a link down below, I'm far more consistent and I post every day different tips and stuff that I'm up to, so if you want, please go and follow me there. So the first one is probably needless to say, but good if you're a beginner, is just to avoid all plastic bags possible. Often we forget that people at shops just kind of give it to you automatically. You just have to get yourself into that mindset that just to expect that people are going to want to give you a plastic bag, and you have to just be conscious of that and try and remember to say no. A good thing is also to have a canvas bag in your bag at all times, or just on your person. I always carry a very little one that I put at the bottom of my bag wherever I go. I always use the same bag, so it's much easier when I just need to pop into the shop to buy something, if it's just, you know, a few items. The second one is to try and avoid all plastic packaging where possible. So try and find better alternatives. If you can't find anything loose, apart from just a few vegetables, try and opt for those vegetables instead of the ones in packaging, and also try and aim for something that maybe is in a paper bag or something that's actually recyclable. For example, cans are widely recycled, and yes, recycling uses a lot of resource, but at least they can be recycled, whereas plastic can only be recycled once and then it's here forever and ever and ever. So it's better to opt for something that is at least going to be able to be recycled or is biodegradable if you don't have access. So please avoid plastic packaging where possible. The third one is opt for the largest package possible. So as I said before, try and get yourself to avoid plastic packaging, but sometimes that's just not possible, especially if you're on a budget and you don't have access to anything that's unpackaged, or if things are really expensive. Sometimes that opting for the largest packaging can be actually the most economical option and will save you a lot of waste, rather than buying 1 kilogram of rice every few weeks or whatever, or a week, however much you eat. Try opting for the biggest bag you can possibly find, and often you can find big bags of rice in sort of canvasy bags anyway, and that's a great way to save on the amount of packaging that you're going to be wasting. The next one is eat a more plant-based diet. Obviously you know by my title that I am vegan, but I am also a huge advocate of a plant-based diet for helping to reduce your waste and to reduce your environmental impact. The amount of resources that go into animal agriculture is actually incredibly staggering, and factory farming in particular is exposed to at least 28 environmental, social and governance issues that create very real material risks, not just for investors or for us as consumers, but also for the planet itself. So by opting for a more plant-based diet, you're going to be avoiding all of that nasty packaging that comes with animal-based products like meat and fish and dairy. Just try and think about your impact and how much less you're going to be contributing to waste when you are trying to adopt a more plant-based lifestyle. The next one, which I am a huge fan of, is grow and can your own food. I love growing my own food. There's actually nothing more satisfying than watching something beautiful grow from nothing. Last summer I grew a lot of things from seed, and that was immensely satisfying and wonderful experience. But for example, right now I had a potato that I forgot about and it sprouted, and I didn't really know what to do. So instead of throwing it away or composting it or whatever, I decided to chop it into 4 to replant them, and now they have sprouted and they are growing properly, and they're going to turn into more potatoes, which is wonderful. And I live in a tiny flat in London, so it's not as though I have a huge amount of space. The one thing that is really great that you can grow yourself are herbs. You can go to Sainsbury's or whatever and buy them already in a pot, so that you don't have to actually grow them yourself, but you can keep them as a living plant. This is a really great way to ensure you don't have to buy loads of herbs in plastic packaging, and it's also just nice to have it around your house. Whereas canning is concerned, if you buy things like tomatoes from your farmer's market or wherever, and when it's in season, then you can basically reduce them and can them, and if you have sterilized pots, or you can do it really easily, and then you can keep that and put them in the freezer for whenever you need them, and then that reduces your waste by not having to buy cans and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Number 6 is start making your food from scratch. The amount of people I see every single day going to places like Pret or Itsu or Cafe Nero or Sainsbury's or wherever and buying their lunch in packaging because it's convenient. If you make your stuff all by yourself, all from scratch, the night before, or if you make a huge bunch of stuff in the beginning of the week or on a Sunday, then you don't have to worry about being hungry and having to go out and buying food that's in packaging, because it's very frustrating if I forget food. And then luckily I keep a huge glass jar of oats in my office, so that if I do get hungry, I can just go and make some porridge in the kitchen. But making your food from scratch, especially for making sure that you don't have to go out for lunch, is a great way of reducing your waste. Okay, and the last one, number 7, is composting and recycling. Obviously recycling is a big thing, but it is something that you need to try and get to last, as well as composting. So if you can't get access to package-free items, then you can actually compost your cardboard and your paper, and then you can recycle things like glass jars and cans and stuff like that. So it's not the end of the world if you can't, because you can compost some of these things and you can recycle. So I mean, as you can see, there are many ways that you can get around having to always rely on packaging, especially plastic packaging. But the point of this is, if you don't have access to bulk bins, there are still ways that you can reduce your waste. Waste is just such a huge problem at the moment, and it's something that really needs to be addressed. So with these simple tips, you really can help improve your stamp and your footprint on the planet. Thank you very much for watching. I hope some of these things were useful. Please let me know what you thought in the comment section below, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and you want more videos like this. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support, and I'm trying to get to all of your comments today and tomorrow, so please don't feel like I'm ignoring you. I'm trying to get there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. See you later, guys. See ya. Go vegan. Go vegan.